Oh, bye, Dom. Hi, Di. And Copper Horse. And my husband. So, I am unable to get her to free up space if that was the problem. And you know what? Blink has a lot of issues, and I wouldn't get Blink if you needed a security thing. I wouldn't. Because it hasn't been working out well. I can walk into a room and it doesn't detect me, so I wouldn't get a Blink camera system if I was you. I'm not happy with it. Because I've been sitting here messing around with this for several minutes now. Ugh.
You want to try it out?
It's been one of those days. I'm going to try it again. I just deleted a whole bunch more stuff. I mean, I'm sending it to my email from the same email. And so, it's not even coming up in the sent stuff, which in the past it has. No. Well, I'll have this for you guys at some point. It's sitting right here. I can see it. So, yes, I had something cool show up on my security camera, which is interesting because, like I said, sometimes it doesn't even know that it's me. So, having the motion detector go off is actually, kind of a big deal. Yeah, so, it's been one of those couple days. Di, should I tell everybody what happened at Target today? Hi, V Team Paranormal. You have a great evening too, and blessings to you too. Thank you. I'm just so aggravated that I can't show you guys it, but it's a cool security thing. You guys will be able to see it next time I do a live. I just can't get it to send to my email. I wonder if I could get it to send to my Twitter account. Let's see. Which one? I'm not logged into one of them by accident now. I saw Top Chat, yeah. And Zach even reminded me not to. Oh, Dom's got both lower legs wrapped in soft cast for swelling. They itch and he's grumpy, and I'm paying pills, so he's tired. I'm sorry to hear that, Dom. Yeah, I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. It's spinning occasionally. What's spinning? Or, I mean, I'm also... I wanted to come back and do some of the things on the balls on the shelf, and my TV tray moves a little bit. Oh, freezing? Buffering off and on.
Must be the... Yeah.
It's the yeah, because now we have the camera, now we have the camera plugged in to the computer instead of to the USB adapter thing. So
You want me to switch it back?
it must be, well, I can just unplug it, and I can't remember where I gotta switch it. I can't remember where the settings are. sources, the settings thing.
The cog.
The cog wheel. I will talk about Target in a second. And every experience. No, that is backward normal. All right, my mother has been said goodnighted too. I don't think it's a sign that the ghost doesn't want me to do this. I think any spirits in my house, if there are spirits in my house, I think they're nice. It's buffering again? Do you think it's just the cheap Philips thing?
Maybe.
It could just be my USB Philips adapter. Because nothing was plugged into it just now, but yeah, I decided to do this live tonight, like kind of last minute, definitely last minute, because I was thinking about doing one tomorrow and coming out a little bit earlier than normal, so people that want to go to sleep can, like, hang out for a little bit. And but then I was like, well, a couple of us have had a pretty bad week, so I thought I'd come on and just talk a little bit and show you guys the security thing and stuff. So if it seems quickly put together, even more so than usual, it is. Hi, Becca. Is the audio back, and is this still buffering? Shouldn't be buffering now, I hope. Something just popped up on my
I think I might have seen it down there.
okay, let's see. I think I sent it to the right Twitter account. That'd be a bummer if I didn't. This is taking forever. I also have a very old laptop. I don't think you guys can see this. That's fine. I sent a video 4 minutes ago to myself. I did. Yay! I don't know who that is. Okay. I don't think I'm giving away any of my secrets. I follow nobody on here. Alright. Oh, I just got a notification. Don't ruin the surprise. Okay. It's hard to see around my microphone. This is all very professional here tonight. Okay. I'll tell you about Target and then I'll show you my security footage. Because I need to tell you about Target, and then I'm going to tell you about why there's a security camera pointed at where, and then that'll be an understanding of how my week went. Okay. Oh, hi Vargas, Stogie on Wheels. Okay. Calm down, Carolyn. This is how my week went. I did have a really good day. And we got a quote for a perimeter drain in our basement that wasn't I mean, it's bad. It's, you know, like when it comes to quotes for any work on a house, you don't want to see it in the five figures. But it was within what I thought it was going to be in. And we like the company, and yeah, so. And we did find a better deal on our pond than the original people, so we're saving money with that. Anyway, our basement flooded worse than it did before and then it flooded in the other crack in my dry room, because my laundry room became a room that wasn't dry when we had a different leak, and so everything got moved out of there to the room with the boiler and stuff, and an incinerator. I have an incinerator just in case anybody needs to incinerate things. And but there was a leak from the wall in that room. So I have no more dry rooms in the basement. Well, actually, the room that had the other leak with a pipe, and that's fixed. So, it's actually, that one's just like, it's an old house, and we've had a couple pipes with like historical, like, things in the pipes. Like, one of the toilets we hadn't used yet, it just had a historical poo in it that just like, and the rusting of the pipe, it just like, yeah, overflowed it on the people who were redoing our bathroom and stuff. And anyway, so it was like basically just one of those in the other room, and that got fixed. So now that's my dry room again. Anyway, yeah, basement flooded worse than before in different spots, and we need a perimeter drain. And I didn't know this. My neighbor was telling me we have an underground river, like 2 houses down, and it comes out at one of the ravines nearby. So, we should really have had, like, because they have 2 sub pumps. They have one, like, working all the time over there at the neighbor's house, and then they have one for the emergency situations. And, but he's been having problems with the sewer backing up, too, I guess. It's costing him, like, $20,000 the first time, and he didn't want to add up the other times he had to deal with that. Anyway, yes, Abe Lincoln's poo. But yeah, our house is the oldest one on the block, because we were talking, and there is a neighbor who is kind of mad at my neighbor because the neighbor I was talking to, he burns things in his backyard sometimes. I don't know what the rules are around here, but he doesn't burn anything down. But I think one of the neighbors doesn't like it, and so they might be having a little tiff right now. Is that the right word for that? So at some point I will have my neighbor introduce me to the other guy that knows about this house. And when they're not mad at each other. Ancient, yes, ancient poo. It's not that ancient. I mean, but anyway. Yeah, historical, yeah, I would say like it's not ancient because it's not like hundreds of years old. It's only at most 100. But yeah, so the one neighbor, he knows a lot about the history of this place, and so I have to get the neighbor I was talking to introduce me to this guy because he knows a lot about the place. It is the oldest house on the block, and it was like a train baron tycoon guy, he was saying. So like somebody who was really big in the train business, but I think I heard it was something that wasn't like normal. Like when you think of like the train people, so I think it was like the movement of some, I don't know. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys on like more of the history of this place at some point. Well, and then he gossiped about other people that lived here, but you guys don't need to hear about that. Oh yeah, speaking of, says Di, that's right, I need to tell you about Target and Neanderthal coprolites. Yes. Oh, and the when we had our contractors here and they overflowed the toilet upstairs onto my grandma's china cabinet in the dining room and then left the wad of paper on top of the china cabinet. I didn't see that until months later, and I still had to clean poo off my walls. They left me the pipe in the garage. So I saw that old pooped up pipe in the garage. It's like it's like mostly just rusted. Like the poo part's not there anymore. It's just rust, but they put it in our garage, and I noticed that recently. It's heavy. It's just a rusted pipe. It has no poo in it, I swear. But you know what does have poo in it? Let me tell you about Target today first, and then I gotta tell you guys about this before I go into the security footage. So, I went to Target today, and you know, I don't know how to deliver this story. I need to set the tone. I was looking for bins. I was looking for plastic bins because I want to organize things and put it in the basement, but I can't put it in the things in the basement well right now because I'm afraid everything's going to get wet. So everything's everywhere in the house. Yes, now let's get down to the real poo. I'm getting there. So I was looking at plastic bins. And this is already a weird situation. And let me tell you why. There's a guy who is going up and down this aisle looking at bins. He's hopefully talking on a phone. I never saw an earpiece. I don't know where this phone was. I never heard, like, he wasn't on speakerphone. I never heard anybody. He was definitely talking to somebody and getting a response. But he looked like a normal guy otherwise. Really hope there was a phone there somewhere. So this was already a weird aisle situation. Anyway, so I'm looking for bins. I want a nice big one to put like Christmas lights and stuff in it. And I see like it's one of the cheaper big ones. Excellent. So I need to go pull that out from the bottom row of bins. And there's a bin in the way on the floor. So I push it out of the way. And I smell something. But like, I mean, there's a weird guy near me. I don't know how bad I stink right now. I hope I don't stink that bad. I don't know what's going on. But like, somebody probably just cut a fart near me like that guy, and that's why he left so quick. Because he left really fast. He left my aisle really quick. So I just assumed it was this guy who like cut a fart and he ran. So I move the bin, and as I'm starting to bend down to get my bins, I realize I better not have stepped in poo. There was poo on the floor in Target, and somebody had smushed it with a bin. And I moved that bin, and I did not see right away that there was poo on the floor. I don't think I stepped in it. But I walked up to some guy with a radio at the front of Target, and I looked at him, and I said to this man, I said, "There's poo on the floor in B50, and I think I might have stepped in it." And you know what that guy did? You know what the guy with the radio that I went up to from Target, you know what he did? Acted like this happens all the time. He was very, like, good about it. Like, as far as, like, having to deal with poo on the floor, like, excellent job. A+ to this guy at Target. The weird part? I mean, besides the fact that there was poo on the floor in Target? Yes, on the floor in Target. I don't know if it was animal, child, what, who pooed, why there was poo on the floor, why somebody took a bin and then smashed it up to ground it into the white the cream tiled floor. Anyway, first thing the guy does is go, "Oh my God, pick up your feet. Let me see if you have any poop on your feet." I'm wearing like black sandals with little sparkles on it. And like, so I'm thinking like, if there's poop on my feet, it's gonna be really hard to see. He looked really close at my feet when I picked them up. There wasn't poo on them. I mean, perhaps I tracked poo throughout the store and I went to go find him, but at the time I found the guy to handle the poop on the floor, there was nothing left on my shoes. I don't think I stepped in it. I better not have stepped in crap at Target. Anyway, yeah, and then he went up to the guy over by the carts, And they talked like this happens all the time. Anyway, he got on the radio. He found it in the aisle because I had to go back and get a bin. I'm not getting a poop bin. Not getting a bin over by the poop. Okay. I still have my goal of organizing my basement that has water in it. So I went back towards the aisle. So I know this guy found the poop. Hi, Black Witter. You've come in at a very interesting point in my talk. This is not about ghosts. This is about poop on the floor in Target. Targetto. Yeah, I'm glad that you got to make a live. This is awesome. Okay. Yeah. And so I know that they found it. They have a protocol for this. They had to get bleach first, and he took the bin. I assume the bin. Are they gonna bleach it and return it to the thing, or they're just gonna wipe it down, return it to the thing, pretend nothing ever happened, or are they just like, is that bin out? That bin's probably out for good right now, right? We're talking a lot of shit in here. Yeah, well, like when I told Di and my mom this independently, I told them about me finding poop on the floor in Target. They both said something to something along the lines of, "Are you sure you weren't at Walmart?" This Target is usually fine. I mean, I'm a little underwhelmed by like the dishes and plates and stuff section, but otherwise, the Target's been fine. It's like not a super Target; it's just a regular Target. It's been okay. The bird seed I can't find right now. That's a part of the rest of the story. I got more to this story. Yeah, there's mods. Well, everybody's been great. I don't know if I need mods, but I need Copper Horse and Di and everybody that's in here in my life. Oh, and also, I'm not sure if you've met Tank and Java Jive. They are my friends, IRL. And they live in Colorado right now, and they have a little kid named Max, and they are great. Max is laughing at this. Okay, Max, I got more to the story, in fact, actually. Anyway, yeah, so they were going to bleach it and mop it, and like they took it seriously, but they took it seriously in a way that this is not the first time somebody put poop on the floor in Target. Anyway, I better not have stepped in it. So that's kind of how my day went. Also, kind of a funny part, I feel really bad because I have a feeling this wasn't funny for the guy. Like... So then after that, I went and I couldn't find the bird seed that the bunny in my yard, the bunnies in my yard like the bird seed, and they like the fruit and nut, and I couldn't find where this was because they've moved everything like that around because of spring and summer and stuff. And so I went to the back of the summer garden-y section, and I bent down like to look for bird seed. And so I'm in the back section of the garden area, like exactly the back, and I'm like kind of hidden because I'm looking at the bird seed on the lowest shelf. And so you can't see I'm there. It looks like the garden section's empty. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy, I can't describe the guy too much because I couldn't look at him after this. I can't describe the guy. He might have been in his 40s. I think he was bald, kind of tall. Otherwise, couldn't look at him. He brought his cart. I noticed that he brought his cart halfway into the garden area. And I know that because he left it. It had groceries and things in it. In fact, it had a lot of mayonnaise in it. I just noticed as I walked by the cart, there was a lot of mayonnaise in this cart. Anyway, this guy, he ditched his cart halfway into the garden area and then quickly walked back to right next to the aisle I'm in. But he doesn't see me because I'm bent down. And he cuts a huge fart. Big. And not just that, he sighed really loud. Because he thought he was alone. And he made it to a spot where he could do that alone. And then he realized I was there. I didn't look over. I didn't look up. I only know enough about this guy from when he quickly walked next to me. And, but he left. He went the opposite direction I was in, and he just left his car. He left everything he's done. And so that was my day at Target. Oh, also, we had a whole bunch of security guys at Target. And also, no longer the self-checkout is 10 items or less, and they still only have one checkout person open to do people who have 10 items or more. And so they're having a problem. They're having a problem both with, I think, shoplifting and people crapping and farting in their store. Anyway, that was my day that happened all within I don't know. Took me a while to get through Target. Maybe 45 minutes. I stood in line for a while in that line that had only one person checking everybody out. Anyway, I had to tell you guys that story because that's kind of how it feels like prepping for this one tonight. Oh, and I still have my broken toe from the other live. That's the closest I ever got to being on time for a live is when I broke my toe, and then I wasn't close at all to being live, and it's still broken. It still hurts. It's still swollen, but I'll get over it. Max thinks poop talk is funny. I do too. Except for the part where I might have stepped in it. I don't think I did. Becca's waving to everyone. Birds aren't real. Oh yeah, birds aren't real. But I cannot have politics talk in here because I will not allow politics to ruin the fun. I don't know if it was a person or if it was somebody's dog or if it was a child. I don't know. I mean, because I wasn't there when it happened, or that would have been crazy. All I know is the aisle was already weird because there was a guy talking. I really hope this guy that was talking so much and definitely getting responses from somebody actually had a phone. I never saw an earpiece or anything, and I didn't hear the responses. And he was like, he really was trying to find something that somebody was talking to him about. But I never saw anything that looked like a phone or an earpiece or anything, so. So that was already weird, and then I found the poop. So, that's, I think a lot of people I know are having much worse, like they're going, I know several people who are going through things much worse than me, finding poop on the floor in Target. And it's nice to have the flooding situation coming to a resolution in the basement, I hope. We still have stuff in our water, but they came and put like a backflow check thing on both our water heater and our boiler. And so now hopefully we're not drinking little black specks anymore. The city tested it and they said it's fine. If we end up getting a filter system for our entire house, I'll have them. Either Angel Soft or Culligan can actually test the particles themselves. Whatever. I'm probably drinking lead paint chips. I literally said to them, though, I better not be drinking poop. This is what my life is in Illinois right now. It's poop. Oh, I know you come in peace. I did not mean anything. Yeah, apparently they're all going to Target now. It's like, but I thought it was funny that both Di and my mom thought I must have been talking about Walmart. You honestly thought Target was fancy? It really depends. Like, if you're, like, in Highland Park, it's usually decent. I mean, you're gonna have,
there's gonna be really crazy situations every once in a while. I mean, I've never found anything on the floor like that before in Target. It's usually been boring. It's been a boring Target, except they have some really cool like Lego sets. Like they have all like the really cool Lego stuff. Like when I walk by, like they got all the plants you can make out of Legos and like the guitars and all this other neat stuff. Like the Target isn't terrible. Every once in a while though, I mean you could find that on the floor in lots of places randomly, I guess. Like, it's not that terrible. Yeah, but I mean, it really depends on which Target, because it's just like a big chain store now, so. Yes, because Walmart was yesterday, so now Target is the new toilet bowl. What if somebody was thinking to themselves, yeah, I did it at Walmart yesterday, so now Target is the new toilet bowl today. Is this some guy going around cereal pooping? Yes, we do love you, Black Witter. I'm so glad you got to come to a live. I was kind of wondering where you were. So I'm glad you're here. I gotta put my thumbnails up sooner. It's just like, I kind of just thought about doing this. Because I talked to Dom yesterday about that I wanted to do one tonight. And then I got behind on everything, but I still wanted to do it. So, used to have to clean up all sorts at Woody's. It's Irish Home Depot, while a man shopper mansplains how the people who explain to you how to do your job. That's, yeah. I was in Bloomingdale's and Macy's. Oh man, the Macy's. That really is a hit or miss, isn't it? Macy's is usually so nice, but like, I mean, I've been to some Macy's, like Milwaukee and Racine and stuff, that I don't know. And Madison, not so great sometimes. You should be asleep, but it's summer. Yes, it is summer. Oh, yeah, it's summer. Our air conditioning is short cycling, and I forgot to. I gotta get somebody out for that because it's not the filter, apparently. Well, we didn't try the one upstairs. We have a unit for upstairs and a unit for downstairs. And our one downstairs is still short cycling, so. Anyway. That wasn't paranormal talk. I'm sorry, okay? Let me explain to you more about my week by explaining to you what you're looking at. Look at that. Needs refrigerant. Yeah, is that something that they just do in like the tune-up stuff, or is that something that actually needs to be fixed? It's not like expensive, right? Because we gotta do that perimeter drain thing and get the pump, and the electrician has to come to deal with the pump outlet and whatever. I don't know. They're taking care of it. The company's really good about that. So we see these stores on that heart icon takes out some of the on TV, All Our Lives. Please don't scare me. Trying to think. Target's usually good. But yeah, there will be a weird thing that happens in like any store. I went to a Dillard's in Texas with Zach's mom and sister, and the Dillard's is really nice. There are Macy's that are nice in Bloomingdale's, and like even like the Nordstroms are okay, What's the there's a Nordstrom Rack, and then there's another thing that has an outlet. No, I can't think of the other place that's got the outlet. Anyway, I find the outlet versions of some of the department stores to be less great. Dick's Sporting Goods can be really nice. Oh, Bass Pro Shop. They have Memphis. They have the world's, what is that? The world's seventh largest pyramid. The world's seventh largest pyramid is a Bass Pro Shop in Memphis. And I met somebody who knows people that worked on the construction of it. Like somebody who worked on like the HVAC and the humidity and all that, the system for like the air control and stuff. There's like a hotel in this Bass Pro Shop, and you can go fishing in the Bass Pro Shop. I want to go to that Bass Pro Shop. I want to see it because it's a pyramid. There's a door in your house that just opens and noises, etc. Ooh, if you get something on camera, send it to me. Oh, you mean that? Please don't scare you with the ghost. I see. Because I was worried that we were scaring you with what it's like in the United States. Because I'm scared about what it's like in the United States when I go to some of these stores. Okay. Anyway. It's 37 minutes into this. Let me show you this security footage we got. Okay. This is a terrible example of what my closet doesn't normally look like. Your house is definitely haunted. Oh, seriously? If you get something on like camera or like pictures or video or something, you gotta send it to I don't know if my email address is on YouTube. I'll put it I'll put my email address on YouTube. Is there any reason like when I think about it, like when you actually think about it, is there any like, I mean, has anything seemed bad, like it should scare you, or you like, I mean, it's scary to like have the unknown happen, but like if it's never been negative, like if there's somebody here, it's not it's never like been anything, it's never like done anything bad. And so and even like when you think something is bad, like I don't think that black shadow is necessarily a bad thing. It might just be somebody not really good at manifesting themselves, you know? We don't know. And then like if you get like poked or like your hair's pulled or something, like if you get touched or like and it scares you or like you get pushed or something, maybe like it's somebody who just didn't realize, like somebody who's like trying to get your attention and they've been like trying to like push you all day or like touch you all day, and they just give you a big like, you know, shove hoping you'll feel something because they haven't been able to get your attention yet by them trying to like, you know, tap you on the shoulder or whatever, and then they accidentally somehow do push you over. Like, I mean, that could just be an accident. It doesn't have to be like somebody was mean and intentionally trying to push you. So like I feel like when people think that things are negative, I think if this stuff really does, like, because like I'm still like battling with like, is this like what is real, like what could be, like anything could be possible, like and with science right now, and so I just go along with the whole idea that like this is like when I'm talking about this stuff, like let's talk about this stuff as it, if it is real. It's just easier for me to talk like that instead of me always like going back and forth between like, do I like totally 100% believe in this idea or not? It's just like, it's possible, so I'm just gonna talk like it is. But like, so then I'm saying if there are spirits that are I just think that like we don't understand a lot. They probably either don't understand a lot or can't actually do a lot of, like, they're trying to do things and it may seem scary. But I think a lot of people who think that they have negative things in their house or in their workplace or wherever, I think that a lot of those things might not be negative. It's just like misinterpretation of what is going on and the intentions of the spirit. Does that make sense? The most coherent I was when I was talking about poop and Target. I'm hoping I have an anomaly of a lone rat or that I'm crazy. When I moved in, my chest and hand felt warm. People were born and died here. It was built 120 years ago or more. Yeah, so much history in your place in the world. A lot of energy there. If energy can cause things to, can cause paranormal things to happen, I mean, your part of the world, I think, would have a lot of things going on, but it doesn't, I don't, but like, yeah, if you get scared about something, just think like, I mean, it's weird to have somebody in your house that you don't know, like, if it's like somebody who lived there before and passed away, it's like, they were real people, though, who had lived there, and as long as they weren't, like, a serial killer or, like, bad person or, like, you know, some sort of, yeah, bad person, as long as it was just, like, a person who lived there, and they just loved the place so much, and they wanted to, like, stick around. I mean, it's weird to think there's another person in your house that you don't know, but if they're not bad, it's just another person in your house that used to live there. It's like a roommate, you know, so nothing to be scared of then. In fact, if you become friends with them, it would be a helpful roommate. I wonder if there's lots of people who have, like, ghosts in their house and they know it, but, like, the ghosts, like, they're just helping them do laundry and do other things, and so, like, they're just, like, not going to tell anybody because, like, why ruin that friendship by letting other people know that I have a ghost that, like, mows the lawn. Like, I wouldn't be talking about it and ruining that. Oh, you're not putting up a camera. You need to live here. I want to just think I'm a scaredy cat. Yeah, just think of it. It's just like a regular nice person. Like, I mean, it'd be a stranger in your house, but they're not a stranger to the house, you know, if they lived there before. Like, it's just like an old lady who liked sitting in her living room and looking at the birds outside, you know, like, that's not scary. I mean, just an old lady looking at birds, sitting in a chair in the living room, like, that's cozy. Something like that, you know? So, I mean, maybe they're even protectors then, and they want to keep the house nice and safe and all that. You've seen glasses move and stuff, but it was a wet surface and upside down glass, and I'm hoping it's physics and air pressure stuff that I didn't understand. There is a really good viral video of during a live broadcast. I think it's a sports broadcast or something. Somebody is like glass, like water glass, moves towards them or something during. And everybody thinks it's like such a great video, but you can see the guy's phone goes off right when it happens, and so it probably vibrates and it probably moves and the table's probably wet from the condensation, and so I think the vibration in the wet table it probably moves the glass. I don't think that was a really good example of the paranormal. We could probably find that one if you wanted to see what I was talking about. It's the least paranormal house you've lived in. That's crazy. If you're talking like how you've been talking, this isn't even the craziest. But yes, so let me explain to you what is on my screen. To add to the crazy week we've had, the other day when I got out of bed and I started to leave the room, I heard something from my closet, and I thought I had heard something in my closet the night before, but I just was like, whatever, I didn't hear that, and I went to sleep. Oops, sorry. And but then when I was leaving my room in the morning, there was a little mouse. We've never had a mouse in our bedroom. We've never had a mouse on the second floor. We've had one mouse in our living room, and then otherwise, when we bought the house, there were mice in the attic, and there were a couple mice in the basement. But the basement's been like, we have a quarterly pest guy come and just like check things out, and like it's like the mouse situation has gotten like really decreased since like we started to have them come in here and work on it. But yeah, I didn't know, like the house I grew up in, we didn't have mice. We had squirrels occasionally in the walls, but otherwise we never had mice. So this is new to me, and I didn't, and I this little, and we've had more chipmunks in the house on like the first on the first floor than we've had mice. Like so, like they're not in our living area. This just in the attic, and there's been a couple in the basement. So I was startled when I saw this mouse. He was startled too by me, and he retreated back into my closet. And so I went and got Zach. I said, "There's a mouse in my closet." I said it that, not hysterically. And so we closed off the bedroom area. I took a whole bunch of stuff out of my closet, like. I had from like the tornado warnings and stuff. I still had a bag of like my grandma's jewelry and other things. I didn't want like the mouse like getting in it and like I don't know, biting everything and then like pooping on all of it. I'm just afraid of more poop this week. I want poop all over my grandma's stuff. So I quickly moved a whole bunch of stuff in my closet, and that's why it looks like crazy town, because this is my closet. And this is what happened when I quickly just started grabbing things to get out of my closet so we could set up 2 live traps. Carolyn, why do you have 2 live traps? Because we have 4 live traps in our house, and 2 of them are busy right now because one of the chipmunks figured out how to get into our basement. But they are for the chipmunks. But now they are for the mice. But what I think happened was, yeah, get a cat. I want a dog, but we were talking about getting a cat. But like I've also heard that like, because we're gonna start baby stuff, and I heard that like just be like extra safe that people, if they have a cat, they usually like not the pregnant lady would be the one like cleaning the cat stuff, and you put it far away from where like the pregnant lady is, because like it can like cats like the cat poop, more poop, can carry things that can hurt like a pregnant lady and the baby or something. So I mean that's all poop, but I guess there's something special about cat poop that you really need to be careful with. So if we get a cat, which would be fun, I wouldn't mind a cat, and we'd like one, and we'd like a dog, and but yeah, right now we wouldn't get a cat just because like I've been told to steer clear of that until like I'm done with creating family members. Okay, wait, I am behind and I am enjoying this conversation because I'm enjoying having Black Widow back here. No, when I got the key to the warm feeling and I got it in my chest and hands was not bad, but my son's room gives me a get out feeling. That's when the door opens. Oh. Yeah. We have different feelings in the rooms here, but they're all like different levels of like some sort of happiness or peace or something. Like the room that's flooding really bad downstairs, definitely was like kind of an entertainment-y room thing, probably for like the kids to hang out in, and it just feels like there was a lot of fun times down there in that room. That room feels really good. Like it's a basement. But it doesn't feel like a basement when you walk into that room like that. It just, yeah, in this house I don't really feel any, there's nowhere that I feel like worried or anything. Like the one door out into the backyard, it's got like a bird's nest and stuff and a bunch of spiders. I can't tell if it's just because it's got like a bird's nest up there that looks like it's gonna fall down and I gotta clean it. There's a bunch of spiders and stuff. If that's why I feel like I don't want to walk through that door, or like if there's more to that feeling, but yeah, around our house, I like you know there's some places where you just kind of forget exists. Like your brain just like I was talking about this recently with somebody. From a paranormal team about there's just some places that it just feels like your brain just like doesn't pay attention to, and if you think about it you don't want to go there, Like, I mean, I like our tennis court and all that, but it just feels like the one corner of the tennis court is just I don't want to go over there. I still gotta clean the tennis court though. We gotta get a new net because the net was already moldy when we moved in because they didn't pack up the tennis net for the winters when they moved and we rented from them. So now that we own it, we can get a new tennis net if we wanted to spend a bazillion dollars on lots of different things for the house. Zach is shaking his head no. If anyone says this to me in the future, I'm going to pretend I'm on drugs and need help. Get a cat. Everywhere is older than us. Mice are incontinent. Jack Russells are great mousers, really? They seem like they always seem like they got a lot of energy, so that would make sense. Cat urine can have ammonia in it. I used to keep fancy mice and never had wild mice. Oh, fancy mice are fine. Yes, the uninvited mice are my problem. I'm not expecting yet, but we're gonna be doing. I'm almost 40. I gotta get moving on this. It's been fun to not have responsibility. It really has. And I know future Carolyn would really regret if I didn't do this. So I'm gonna do it. I just like Max, like Java, and Tank. Max is adorable. Max is great. He's such a sweetheart. I've seen some really terrible kids though. Like I'm like just walking around. I've seen just terrible children, and that's really put me off. There's been like but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I don't want to regret not doing it. I'm gonna do it. We just haven't yet. But I mean, we've done it. We're married, but we haven't done the thing to get the stuff. None of my friends would babysit with me there. Oh, my sister's house had beds, rattling toys, TVs, smoke alarms going on and off. Oh, yeah, that's like when we lived in Fairfax, Virginia. We lived on a old battleground. Like they just built a neighborhood over the Battle of I can't think. It's just I can't think of it right now because I have too much going on in my head. Oh, I can't. Zach, what was the battle that we lived on in Fairfax? The battle. It starts with a C. Like the North called it a C thing.
Yeah, we find it for you.
And I just can't think of it right now. It's gonna bug me. But now, like, they have like a dedication. Centerville was down the road from us, wasn't it? Yeah, Centerville was isn't that like Centerville, Manassas? The North and South call things differently. Chantilly, that's it. I knew it was a word I wasn't gonna get without like being told right now. But it had a different name for that. Was like was that the North or South? That was the South's name for it.
Ox Hill.
Ox Hill. Anyway, now there's like right where the most important part of that battle is. Like there is a park for it, but I think the most important part there's like a shopping mall and like a movie theater and stuff. Anyway, we lived over in that area of Fairfax, and I one night I woke up and there was like a green blue haze, like the moon, like if the moon had been really, really bright and it was coming through the window, and it was just like filling the room, like that kind of look. But it wasn't the moon. And I got up in the room to look around to see where this light was coming from. And it went into the hallway, and it kind of dissipated after the hallway. And it was all in the bedroom and the hallway upstairs. And I couldn't find the source of this, like, glowy. It was almost like a fog. It was almost like a foggy blue-green, like, light. And I couldn't figure out where it came from, and then it just dissipated after several minutes. And I also had the bed move. I wasn't asleep yet, and it felt like somebody shoved the side of my bed. And then it felt like somebody like shoved the bed, like the same night it felt like somebody like shoved the bed right by my feet. But like that was like a hard shove on the bed. Like there was nothing that like I did not imagine that, and there was nothing that could have been. There's nothing over on that. Like I had the wall just a few feet away from the bed. Like there's nothing there that could have shoved the mattress. I had forgotten I put water on for like a drink when Zach worked down by the he worked really close to the White House, and I had put something on, and I don't ever put anything on the stove like to make a drink, but I was like feeling like doing this, and then I went down and started cleaning things, and I just completely forgot that while I was in the basement cleaning things that I had done this upstairs. All of a sudden, like the smoke alarm thing went beeped twice, and then that's when I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot I put something on the stove, and I ran upstairs thinking like I'm gonna see a fire or something, or like there's gonna be smoke everywhere. There was nothing. It was still fine, but it was getting really close to being like a situation, but it wasn't. Nothing had happened yet. And then we also had like the carbon monoxide thing went off, and we had like the people like. We thought it was hardwired to, like, we thought it was, like, wired into the electricity, like, the carbon, like, monoxide detector on the wall. We thought it was, like, it looked like it, like, was connected somehow to, like, to the electrical system of the house. So, like, we didn't think we needed to do anything with this carbon monoxide detector because, like, it just looked like it always was plugged into the house. And then one night it started to beep a lot. And so we called like the fire department and asked it's not a low battery because we think it's like just plugged into the house or whatever. So like they came and they looked, and he like the guy just takes it off the wall. Like I'm feeling a little dumb right now. He's like, it needs batteries. But it's like that's the same like. I think it was like a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector together. That was the same thing that beeped for me when I was in the basement and forgot I put something on the stove. It beeped. And those were the only times that it beeped was like then, and then that night it started going off. And it needed batteries. But then why didn't it just do nothing, or why did it it wasn't connected to any source, but it always looked like it was fine, and it didn't go off constantly. But it did go off when if there's no batteries at all inside, it's not low batteries, it's just no batteries, and it shouldn't be going off. And so it was making sound, but it didn't have batteries in it at all. And that was confusing. And then you could see, I think Zach saw the basement. We didn't really do there was a room in the basement. It could have been a room, but it was ended up being storage because it felt so weird. And I swear right after we moved in, and then after that, I always kept the curtains closed down there because it was like sliding doors out into this backyard thing that had we had a patio thing off of our kitchen that was above it, so it was kind of had a patio above it. It was just very small backyard, and there was a stone patio thing that had the balcony above it. I mean, and so it was just you could just didn't feel good in the basement, and I swear you could see shadows back there in the backyard any time of day. It looked like there was shadows passing by that freaking patio door thing, and so I just kept the shades closed all the time because I didn't want to see that. And I think Zach saw something, like, didn't you, was that one of the things that you also experienced in Fairfax? Like, that was a weird basement and that weird windows.
Yep.
And Zach's mom got us a motion detector frog thing, so when, like, you went by, it ribbit at you, but it would ribbit by our front door when nobody was walking. And so we turned it off. There was something else weird too that happened. I just can't think, but there's been a couple weird places. Uh-oh, it didn't move the chat. Now I'm behind. Yesterday in my daycare class in Wisconsin, I actually had gone blind because his mom was not paying attention to him. He was 2 years old and he was playing around the cat litter box. Oh, wow. Wait, how did you go blind from that? Have I scared everyone away? Yeah, WTF, Becca. He tripped, got face down, and inhaled the smell of ammonia. Oh, wow. That is terrible. She had the wherewithal to bring him to daycare but not actually supervise. Oh. So that's when he was he too young? For daycare at the time. But he wasn't around people who pay better attention to him. Forgot the name of the cat poop thing. Trick something causes terrible problems. Okay, so this is a real thing. That's why cat ladies are crazy. It infects mice and rats. Cat urine, you'll have to Google it. Okay. Toxoplasmosis is a common infection that can be transmitted to humans through contact with infected cat feces. The infection is caused by a microscopic parasite called Toxoplasma gondii and can also be contracted by eating undercooked meat or contaminated soil. I will not be eating contaminated soil ever again. Not after that one time. I never did that. My sister had a Catholic mass to send whatever it was on, and whistling went around the table, and nothing happened again. Oh, that's crazy. You gotta get some of your life on video. I know you don't want to, but you gotta. If you got some of these things happening around you. Thanks, Copper Horse. I think Trick is an STI. I'm tired and hyper sorry. I read that as hyper sorry. I am so sorry. I am hyper sorry. I'm using that from now. I know that's not what you meant, but I'm so using hyper sorry from now on in my life. That is going with me everywhere. You're an atheist, but I was there. Trichomoniasis. I have tears in my eyes from hyper sorry. I think you are amazing nurses. Vacation. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This is fun. This is great. And I really appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around and, like, really start lives poorly. We're getting there. I know I am. I know I am bad at this at the starting this stuff. But eventually there shouldn't be a lot of little surprises before I start live. I gotta sit down. I even plan to be ready to go well before the live time, and I'm still not. I gotta do it. But I have ADD, and this is one of my things is to be late and stuff. I'm just gonna blame it on that because I've been told that it's not me. It's parts of me that make me do this. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, you guys. And thank you so much for all you do in the world, everybody in Copper Horse. You are great. and Die is great, and Black Widow is great, and um, Becca, Sam, and Max are great, and those guys have tough jobs too, and everybody is awesome. Thank you for 5 years. I worked FTRNI, retired last May. Oh, congratulations on retirement, and thank you for working so long to help others. Well, Copper Horse, that's longer than me existing. You've seen a lot. Perhaps we are mad. It's worth the wait. Oh, thank you. When my sister's house was built, stuff from the Iron Ages was found. Long settlement area. Oh, that's cool. Yes, strike time. Someday I will have Flynn time and I'll be fine. But as long as Zach has Flynn time and comes on and lets you guys know I didn't forget. I appreciate him letting you guys know that I am totally trying to be here for you guys. Sorry, distraction is my unwanted talent. I'm not great. I like having you around. I don't know too much about you, but I'm sure you're great because you seem great. I'm picking at the bandage on my broken toe right now. I must not do this. I fidget so bad. Okay. So now to the security footage. This is gonna be so much better than all the hype I've been giving it. It's a big buy that gets to you there so well preserved. Wait, the big or the bog bodies. Am I right? Am I in the right part of the conversation? There's a delay, and so sometimes I don't. Sometimes I start to like answer things like a different part of the conversation because there is a delay for me. There's a delay for my chat, and there's a delay for the YouTube channel. And I got myself on a TV that's over my monitor right now to see how bad the delay is sometimes. Yes, I was right. I said bog body. I did. I knew you were gonna. I knew that's what you were saying. I knew that. But I'm like Ron Burgundy at first, and I will read it exactly how it is. Question mark and all. Copper Horse, you know this. Yes. So, my closet. So you were talking about your. Yeah. I did too. Oh no, the chat went away. There we go. I did too think you were talking about your Gemini first. Someone sellotape my thumb to my other digits. Let's see. I just had my chat freeze. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Oh, the bog buys sacrificial kings. Okay. So, I've already explained there was a mouse in my bedroom. And so here's a radiator. And yeah, you guys are seeing my mouse hand, right? I'm on the right screen for that, right? I think so. Yes. Yes? Okay. I just checked my... I'm still behind. I still haven't seen myself wave it. Oh my gosh, this is so delayed. I'm gonna... Right? Or are you guys not seeing? Do I have to put it over here? There. Oh, I'm still not gonna see it for a while. The delay. Huh? Are you guys ever seeing my mouse hand? There it is. Oh wow, that's a delay. Had hair pomade from the Pyrenees. Manicured nails. Ritual removed nipples. Ooh. Um, I was thinking that'd be a wild ghost to have in your house. Anyway. Okay, I have found the hand thing to show you where things are. This is the radiator. There's one part of my closet. There's another part. There's a window up there. And everything is... Well, at first everything was in here because we painted... Zach just finished painting the room like a couple hours before. Like the night before. So, like I saw the mouse in the closet. Anyway, so everything came out of my closet really fast. So that's why it's a mess. It's also a mess because it's me and it's my closet. But whatever. There is no mouse yet. But here, let me show you what happened. What set off my camera. I think this is the right video. Well, if it's not, whatever. You guys will see something about me. That'll be interesting and new. Irish Kings were married to the earth, so if the cross failed, they knew. I'll put my phone down. Don't put your phone down. Only if you're gonna go on the computer or something and type quicker. So here is I don't think there's sound to it, but that's what initially made the. Yeah, there must not be sound because the sound is up. Okay. No sound, but yeah. So the orb. Got another orb, but I got it in my closet, which I thought was interesting. And this was at 1 something in the morning. And then there's there's another orb that just popped out, and below my closet is actually the back porch. So there's not like an inside part of my house down there. And then like it's just the backyard. So I gotta like look around my microphone. Now, yeah, so it looks a lot clearer on my phone. I guess this is it. This is the best it's gonna get. But it's like not like with the dust things. Like, hey, why is this not moving now? Oh, it's frozen. That's why. Super. Maybe it was a mouse part. I was hoping it was the spirit of the mouse. Like it had somehow passed away in my disgusting closet. Those are some nice emojis to describe the mouse fart action. It's so frozen. Okay, that's super. I hope the rest of me isn't frozen. Yeah. Cool. Well, there was a couple more orbs in there too. I don't know if you guys saw those, but I think that's a pretty good one though. I don't think we can zoom in or anything on that. I'll take some screenshots and we can zoom in sometime. But there's like, there's like it doesn't look like a piece of dust because it's got like the extra things on the inside. Like the 2 dots and I don't think orbs are probably spirits individually. I think I think my orbs that I get in particular are the kind that are probably to do with the paranormal and not dust. And I think, though, that they are either created when paranormal stuff happens or like, I don't think that, like, when the atmosphere changes and it's conducive to having paranormal activity, maybe the orb starts showing up, like, some sort of, like, like the, what's that, the ball lightning kind of thing or whatever, like, I'm not saying they're ball lightning, but, like, I don't think they're necessarily individually a person. I think, like, they're they would be a result of the conditions of either the spirit, how the spirit manipulates the environment, or the environment is changed in some way that creates like the energy for paranormal activity to happen. And so they are like part of that environment. But I think like they could be just like, yeah, they could just indicate that there's spirit there, and that's the energy of the spirit. But like it's not like individual ball would be an individual spirit kind of thing. I think it's just like, I don't know. I guess in a way to give just a fantastic metaphor, like just this will blow your mind. This is kind of what I'm thinking, and you're just you guys write this down. Write this down. This moment, husband, are you writing this down? Write this down. I think it's similar in the way that like when if like a spirit like unzippered the like if I assume this is the spirit mouse that I was tracking, because I haven't seen him since he ran back into my closet, so he must be dead. I think what happened was he ran. The radiator pipes are not super duper sealed up on the floor, and he probably crawled back into the floor. And anyway, he's probably dead. That's probably his little spirit mouse ball. And so what I think my metaphor is, okay, let's take the mouse out of this. I think orbs are not individual people, each orb. I think what it is, no, Copper Horse, it is not poop orbs. It is not, I cannot have any more random poop in my life. This is not Target. This is not the bin aisle of Target. And it is not today. It was last night. So, no more poop. You know, let's just, you know, let's not rule anything out. Okay, so Copper Horse has poop orbs and poop lightning. Yes. What if ball lightning was more prevalent and it smelt as though it were a turd? Not unlike the bin aisle of Target today. Anyway, I did a course on geology, glaciation, and soil. Somehow that went from Pangea to bog bodies and beyond. That covers a lot. We never got to bog bodies though. Like I know about them. But I don't remember like geology 101 that did Pangea, and maybe we did talk about. No, I don't think we talked about. We didn't talk a lot about soils, though. I guess we talked a lot about glaciation because we have the Wisconsin glaciation. Anyway, you're distracting me. Maxwell is going. Yes, poop talk, poop talk. Sam Spears. Okay, Max. There is a lot of poop talk today because there's just a lot of turds in my life this past week. Literal poops, like Target and the bin aisle today. He's doing a happy dance. I'd bet my electric bill, my UC, and weird things, and nursing paranormal things. If you'd ever want to talk about anything like that, I'd totally do a live if you were comfortable, but I wouldn't want, you know. Anyway, here's my metaphor. Got distracted with poop talk again. Got distracted because Copper Horse decided to talk about poop orbs and poop lightning, and this is what happened. And then Black Widow made it no better, and Max loves poop talk, and he's way more mature though than his parents. I'll tell you that. Okay. Anyway, my metaphor. It's not even important anymore. It's not even important. I don't think that orbs are a person. If they are anything, they are like if, you know, it's not even as good as poop. It's not even as good as poop. You know what? I'll bring up my metaphor next time because it's not gonna be as funny as poop. I love how we are like professionals and we are dignified women and gentlemen. Except maybe Sam and Max. No, I'm kidding. And I'm laughing really hard on the inside about poop. Except for but I can't laugh too hard on the outside because I am like 90% sure I did not step in that today at Target. I'm like 90% sure. And if I had though that other 10% on my feet, definitely trampled it throughout Target as I went to find somebody to talk to them about how there was poop on the floor in Target. Every time someone farts a poop or gets its wings, our moms used to be with the Appalachians. Yeah, they were. And the Appalachians used to be as big as the Himalayas or Himalayan. Everybody in the geology department called it Himalayas, and that's how I say it. But I feel like that's really pretentious, and I should stop doing that. Pangea, I love archaeology, anthropology. It fascinates me. Burial mounds, Stonehenge, all that. Copperhorse, do you want to feel so much anger and frustration at a burial mound situation? Because, and I'm not talking about Man Mound that I already showed you guys out from that one time where they like totally like put the road through its legs. Not talking about that, even though that's terrible. Christina needs to get on here, and I need to do a live, and Christina needs to like Google Earth. We need to Google Maps for this one area. There are campgrounds in Wisconsin that are built on top of like burial mounds, like lots of burial mounds in one area. And I drove through one with her once. Like people set up their like, there's like pumps and stuff like for like the trail, like it's like a trailer park thing. There's like, and they like set up like their like little like their shades with their lounge chairs and stuff, like right, like just like put the shades and stuff right into like the umbrellas like right into the top of the burial mounds, and they like put porches halfway into the burial mound. This is bad, and like there's been Christina knows the whole story of how this has been allowed to happen and what Native American groups like are associated with these places and like what's going on, because it's just, it blows my mind like driving around this. I gotta die. Christina and I sometimes have to go to a couple of these and just like we just gotta take a video of it. It's just insane. Like they are clearly burial mounds. Like smaller ones. Like each each trailer had like its own mound or two. Like, and you could tell, but like they just treat them as little tiny like beautiful grassy knolls, because nothing bad ever happens on a grassy knoll. Okay. So that's insane. I'd love to visit Ireland. Yeah. Some of my great grandparents still have family there. Oh yeah, I didn't know you still have family there. Yes, the nerve. Energy. Oh, the orb energy. There's a lot of energy going on in this whole live tonight. Newgrange, etc. in my county. I worked overnights on neurosurgical units and psych units. Honestly, I always looked for paranormal activity, never experienced any paranormal activity. Well, like, that's the thing. Like, when I did that documentary, I thought it was a person. And then that really got me thinking, like, how many times have we seen a person, like, walking around or something? Like, if you're walking downtown, like, you just had dinner, it's dark out, you're going back to your car with, like, your friends or whatever, and, like, you're just seeing, like, this, like, dude or two on the other side of the street just walking by, you know? Like, are those guys ghosts or are those real people now? Like, are the people like and when you look downtown, how many of those people are ghosts? Like, I mean, I don't want to scare you, but it just got me thinking. Like, I really thought that was a person. I never took my eyes off that area. We never took our eyes off the area when we went to go up there. But the person I saw did not exist as a crew member, and we went up there because there shouldn't be anybody there, and there wasn't. And there was no way for him to get out. And they also had security cameras on. But it sucks because, like, they didn't have security. Like, the security camera didn't see a person. But also, like, I don't know, like, how ghosts are sometimes, like, when sometimes people hear a whisper and then the other people in the group didn't hear it. Or if some people in a group saw something and other people didn't. It's like, was that actually something that happened in the environment? Or is that, like, did the environment or maybe even, like, the spirit manipulate your brain into thinking that it picked up, like, the sight of something or the sound of something or even the smell of something? Like, it's not actually there in, like, the physical world as, like, it wasn't actually a ghost person walking, maybe, and that's why the camera didn't pick up on it. Maybe it was, like, the electrical stimuli thing in my brain. Maybe my brain created the image of a person walking there because the guy wanted me to see him walking there. But, like, it wasn't actually out in the world. It was just because, like, all your sight and sound and smell and all that, it's just, like, the electrical and, you know, like, the chemical, I can't think of the word. It's just the interactions in your brain that is actually allowing you to perceive these things. So what if it just skips the part where it creates the thing and just goes right to putting it in your head instead? And so, yeah. But maybe there was activity, or maybe maybe you were meant to stay on task because you were good at your job, and other people might have experienced things, but we needed to keep Copper Horse on task because she's good at this and she keeps everybody, you know, she keeps everything running smooth. Land. You mean, now I can't say the real one. I'm not even going to try to say it because I'm going to say it wrong and then somehow I'm going to get canceled. I don't know why. Gondwana? Is there a... I'm not... Okay. Anyway. Yes, that's tragic. WTF. Hey, everyone. Oh, hi, Jocelyn. Lurking while working. She's lurking while working. LWW. LW squared. L... Yeah, that's close enough. Yes, hello, Jocelyn. One thing I can say is during codes, I always knew when the spirit left the body with no return. Huh. Maybe you are more of a person who feels things instead of, like, visually you would see something. Oh yeah, I was only a care assistant, but it's only a shell left. Yes. Newgrange, Knowles, Douth are older than the pyramids in Giza. Huh. reminds me, I was on Parker Road in Aurora here, which is actually a highway, and there's a lot of like multiple businesses near there. I pulled into the parking lot, and to my left, I saw a big iron gate that looked like there was remnants of a fence, and it was just a little corner with some headstones, and the rest was a shopping plaza. So that told me that the whole area was a cemetery. I drove out of that area because the first thing that popped in my head was poltergeist. The OF bird is singing. What? That's crazy. I wonder how old that cemetery is in Aurora. I don't know how old that area is. But anyway, so yeah, that's my orb. That's the buffering. It's frozen. It's not coming back. Mm-mm. Oh, that and the other picture is a terrible pond. Never getting professionally cleaned. It's bad. Bad news. Oh, it's going again. Who is this person who is in this? I like found nobody in here, so it's just started offering me things. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it comes out of my shelf. That's not even my shelf that's got like personal stuff, that's just got like makeup stuff. Well, I guess it does. It's got a couple things down there, and then it's I actually don't think. Well, like, my wedding dress is right there. And it's a little thing. But, yeah. So that's my orb. Why won't you let me? Does it look like a face right there? Like a E.T.? That's not nice. If this is actually a real spirit, and it is a spirit, that's very rude of me. I'm sorry. Oh, I never turned on the bulb behind me. That's the whole reason I'm sitting here. So, I have these, and pardon my getting up and showing my butt in spandex again to YouTube. Take that. And what else can be seen back here? What else can be seen? Oh yeah, okay. Wait, so we can see back here too. I put my Grandma Miller's salt shakers. My great Grandma Miller's salt shakers are here. And then you guys can still see, this is the Civil War. This is Reynolds Woods from Gettysburg still. Because John F. Reynolds is awesome. And this is 1700s map of what will be one day Germany. And then some other stuff for my grandma. Another thing for my grandma. And then here's my rock collection and stuff. And then I got my smelly candles from a place called Sticks and Stones in Fairfax. Because it's, like, I don't know. I decided to see if all that stuff was worth trying. And I like the smell of it. I think the protective candles protected me. I don't know. Can't say they didn't. I like them. They smell good still to this day. And those are all like teacups from my grandma and stuff. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see back down there. But yeah, and then, oh man, you want to see a shining picture? Like, have these two little girls at the end of a hallway. That's me and Christina. Wah, 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 wah. I look so... These are like the only pictures of me that I don't look like I'm plotting something. Oh, I guess I look like I'm plotting a little bit. But it also looks like Christina's plotting in that one too. Oh, look at the balls going off. And yeah, because it's not. Oh, I don't know. That one makes like this one would have gone off, and that one would have gone off before that one went off, and I did that, right? If somebody's doing that, can you hold off 2 seconds so I can show that this doesn't do that? Okay, now can you do it again yourself? Leave. I will not do any more poop jokes the rest of the night. If you set off one of those balls, I apologize. You know, I just think that like a spirit that would be haunting this house would be more dignified. They probably wouldn't like poop jokes. But also, they didn't have to go to Target today, and almost 90% sure I did not step in that poop on the floor. To be determined though still, I guess. No, the guy, he checked I didn't touch anything. There we go again. And so we got that ball and that ball and that one. And the last time, that one went off first a couple times, and then this one. And if my camera would work and I wouldn't have to use the laptop camera, if the nice one that Zach got me, because he is so precious and sweet, if that camera would, I thought that problems were going to be solved because I plugged it into my laptop and not the adapter. It's going off again. If that worked, the EMF detector would be fun to do too. But I still have a lot of things on I didn't touch anything yet. A lot more things that would normally be on here that I think would have energy to it. And but the tornado warning that happened kind of recently, I still haven't brought stuff from I have waterproof bags that I put some of my most precious and dearest things in. And I still haven't put some of that stuff back up here. Oh, hi Gail Heard. Where are we on here? When the Jervis, I feel like my accent just makes some words sound just bad. I apologize for any time I make anything sound disgusting. Shopping center was being built in the old, is it Jervis? Hospital. None of the contractors would work at night because they seen a ghost mopping the floor. Why would you not work if there was a ghost mopping the floor? It's like the ghost doing the laundry. Like, there's gotta be somebody like that's got like a best friend ghost, and they're just not. They're not saying anything because like why would you? Or like you got a ghost that like hangs out and like plays video games with you or something. You're not gonna ruin that by like telling everybody about it. Do you want me to turn off the lights maybe so we can see these better? And then yeah, like I was saying, if we had a better camera, like I don't know if. Thank you. I don't know if you guys could see this well. And I like putting it up by the I mean, I guess like it'd be relative magnitude kind of thing, right? Like if it's like nothing would be. I just don't know what kind of signals something might get up here. Like I won't have my phone on for emergencies, but I'll throw it over here so that I don't actually hear the emergencies. Like if nothing's going off now, I don't think anything would be receiving more of a EMF. I don't know. Anyway. But if I put it further away, we're not going to see it. So, some other time we'll put the EMF on the shelf too. I'm also going to get a REM pod. Oh my god, I keep on telling myself to order it. And I mean, it's me. I just need Di to start texting me. Di, text me tomorrow about ordering the REM pod. I want to get a Boo Bear. But I have a childhood teddy that I can totally just connect to a whole bunch of stuff. And I think that'd be kind of funny because he always looks so mad. My childhood teddy bear looks so mad. And I think that would be kind of funny. Well, that was weird. I thought I saw I saw a little blue light down there. And it's not my phone blue light. I thought it sounded like a... Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so last time the one on top went off for a while and the one on the bottom. If you could, somebody's here. First of all, thank you. I didn't close the shades to the backyard so I can see out into my backyard. It's creepy. So this is kind of fun. Oh, I gotta find some of my old security camera stuff of the orbs. It looks... There's like these... I've had like some different things, and I've asked a couple of my friends their opinions on a couple weird ones. It looks like they come through the two front windows in the living room, like from the front yard, and like they make their way like through the living room to the windows on the other side. But then sometimes it looks like they come in that way and then they do something else. I've also had, my favorite is it reminds me of the fireworks that they make like like they almost sound like bees or something. That was Zach. He totally tried to make that sound as least loud as possible. That was adorable. Like the fireworks that like kind of sounds like if bees were trying to be zippers or something, and like and they like kind of like zip in the sky. Those are like some of my favorite fireworks, and they kind of look like that, or like they like are like blinky and flashy. And I've had those in the one corner of my living room, and that's I think they're cool and pretty, but I don't know what that is not does. Like, I'm even starting to get weirded out by the things I really thought were bugs, because we don't have like moths that fly around all the time. I don't see moths in our house all the time. And recently we got another weird bug thing that it's gotta be a bug. I don't know where they go. I don't know where they live during the day. And they've done some weird stuff, but I'm sure it's just a bug. Don't want bugs to ruin my orbs that are really cool. That like, I mean, I think that if we're gonna figure out anything about the paranormal, I really think that the light phenomena stuff. It's not swamp gas. I don't have swamp gas. In my house, there's definitely a Target joke about swamp gas for tonight. I'll let you guys come up with it. These are big dudes that don't believe in ghosts, would have had double pay at night. The bird is saluting the dawn, that's why it's the OF bird. That's funny. It's already, what time is it there? What time is your dawn? You've been wanting to watch it live. I'm glad you made it, Gail. I will definitely be putting these up, putting up the thumbnails a lot ahead of time. It's just like, I wasn't really planning on doing this, but then I was like, oh, I do have a security orb. Well, there's a couple of them in here. Oh, fast forward to the other ones. From when I was staking out my hastily emptied closet for the mouse that I saw run into it. I really think that that we just gotta close off the holes between the radiator pipes and the floor. That's probably it. Because we bought the house with mice in the attic, but we've never had mice down. Never had mice down in the bedroom. We've never had mice on the second floor. We've had one or two mice on the first floor. So anyway, why did I start talking about my mice? And the orbs, and yes, I just out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere. Dom and I were emailing yesterday, and then like yeah. So I said I'd probably do a live tonight, but then I didn't really get that together, and then I was like, I could do tomorrow. Then yeah, quickly tonight I decided to pretend I was capable of putting something together. Close enough. But Dom does not feel good today, so he has already nighty-nighted for the night. I gotta love and leave you. I'm hoping for 4 hours before my day starts. Okay. Good night. Thanks so much for talking. It's so much fun when you're around. It's so much fun when everybody's around, but yeah. I like this group. This group forever. And other people are invited. Wait, where did Vargas go? Stogie on Wheels. He said hi. He probably just falls asleep to my enchanting voice. It's not unlike Nuke's Top 5. Or Robert Clotworthy from Ancient Aliens. I really have, just that soothing tone. Doesn't make you panic. Not a hint of hysteria in my voice. My Wisconsin accent can be either soothing to angelic. And so I really feel like the reason Vargas isn't talking anymore is because he probably got lulled to sleep by my voice. Yes, good morning. Oh, you guys had a tornado warning in the last 5 minutes? I know there were tornado warnings by Columbus yesterday and also in the Baltimore area and other areas in Maryland yesterday. Are you in the Iowa area? Oh, yes. My mom said goodnight a while ago, and we have a thing we say to each other every night. So I got a message from... Oh, and then I got Jocelyn is working tonight. Just in case you didn't know Jocelyn, you're working tonight. And... Oh, my in-laws. Whoops. I'll get them tomorrow. Alright. I was going to check the radar. Oh, I guess I could check the radar and, let you guys all see it, too. We're still figuring out live streaming. They freaked the F out. She had the wing nurse hat, etc. Wait, did I miss something? Got to sleep. I have a million ghost stories. We brought you Halloween after all. We brought you guys Halloween after all. Zach, who brought Halloween? It was us. The U.S. Right?
No, I think so.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to battle.
All Hallows Eve. So.
All Hallows Eve. That was us.
All Saints Day.
Didn't we have the trick-or-treating was brought to us by a desperate man who wanted the kids to stop vandalizing his home? And so he bribed them with things and they stopped destroying his stuff. Pretty sure that's true. I'm pretty sure that trick-or-treating was created out of desperation in the United States. We had something weird happen here. Oh, you did? Done. Now I don't need to go sleep. Yeah. Good night, Black Witter. And rather a ghost than a tornado. True. Am I wrong about where you live? I'm not seeing any.
Apparently it goes back to
It goes back to Europe.
yeah.
Okay, that was wrong. Wait, Halloween. But trick-or-treating in the United States built
no,
out.
trick or treating. That's what I looked up. Apparently it goes back like mumming or something.
Wait, trick-or-treating?
Yeah,
Or Halloween?
Trick or treating. Apparently it has some origins in like.
Well, now we gotta start deciding what is an origin and what is the actual thing.
Sure. Okay.
There will be research done. Not by me, but by Zach. Zach will just do this. I'm just gonna have him do it because I don't want to. After Zach debunks numerology. Don't worry, everybody's a 6. Everybody's a 6. That's fine. I finally started watching Sam and Colby, like the cheese. It's Colby. It's not Sean. It's Sam. Sam and Colby, like the cheese. I started watching them, and I really like their Conjuring House stuff. But they went to the Winchester House, and usually I don't watch things about the Winchester House because there's so much on it. But I just let it run the other day, and they had some stuff about numerology, and I never really thought about it. I did Leland when I went to Mississippi for that documentary. I went back because Alice is awesome, and I visited her, and she's got a friend who like does readings, and I've never had one before, so I really wanted to see what this is all about. And I have some really cool past lives, like better than Cleopatra. And someday I will share with you what Leland said about my past lives because they are awesome. I have the most awesome past life story that anybody has ever heard from a person who does readings. And he did like tarot cards, which everything looked like it was bad, but nothing was actually bad. I don't know anything about that stuff, but it's fun. Stories are fun. And I love my past life story. Oh my god, I got a couple. I have really bad luck in my past lives. Yes, rather a ghost than a tornado. Last month we had an empty plastic bottle about 44 inches tall sitting on a dresser close to our front door. My son was going out the front door. That bottle threw itself across the room and hit my son. The bottle was empty. I'm telling you, it happened. My son said no one would ever believe us. It flew 8 feet. No kidding. I totally believe you, Gail. You have never, I don't know if you've lied about anything because, like, I mean, you've just been facts about everything. So, like, I don't see why you would ever have lied about anything. I totally trust you. And you wouldn't make up crazy stories. Like, I totally believe it. Totally believe you. And, like, I don't know you in person, but from every interaction I've had with you, I have never once thought of you as anybody who would, like, lie or joke about that kind of thing. So I totally believe you. And I wish you would have gotten that on camera. Oh, 4 inches tall bottle. That makes sense. Oh, that's better. Because 44 inches would be kind of a huge bottle to hit your kid. Yeah, that makes sense. Becca and I, like, we've known each other so long, we, like, talk the same. Makes a lot of sense. We had a 4-inch bottle empty flight 8 feet across the room. Hit my son. It was the most weird thing. It's true, absolutely. Yeah, I totally believe. Like, did you ever have anything else happen? Like, if that was, like, you said it was by the front door, or was he by the front door? On a dresser close to our front door, or like, did you let something in? Did you open the door and something came in, or have you had weird things happen? It's absolutely true. Yeah, I totally believe it. I am not joking when I say I believe you, Gail. I totally believe you. I enjoy talking to you because you do not seem like a BSer. Yeah, if I thought you were a liar, I wouldn't like talking to you so much. Same with Jocelyn. Like, I like this group. I trust this group. I trust this group with all my ghost orbs. I don't know how else to describe it. But I trust you. I believe it, and I wish it was on camera. Do I look crazy in the dark? I feel like I look crazy. Have my balls gone off? Thank you. I've already had to have a discussion with if there's any spirits in the house that I do not mean to sound condescending or stupid. It just feels weird to talk to an empty room or a room with my husband in it. Why are you looking out the window so crazy? Oh my god, are you possessed? I think I just woke Zach up. I think he was sleeping with his eyes open. Holy shit. Well, now I would have pooped the floor at Target.
The ball just started flashing as soon as I did that.
My balls started flashing?
Yeah.
Maybe that's me. And I don't mean I'm haunted. I'm just... I'm electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Something. Why did I? That's a song I should know better. Anyway, I keep looking outside. I feel like I should be looking outside. I have a really creepy like view right now. But if I move anything on here, it's all gonna get destroyed, and you're never gonna be able to see me again. He was by the front door. I'm telling the truth. I believe you, Gail. I sound like I'm like kidding when I say that. I'm not kidding. I believe you, and I believe all. Like I trust every single. If any one of you guys that's been chatting with me tells me something about a ghost story, I believe it. And anyway, like. I'm trying to be more understanding about. Hi, Ruckus Rocks. I'm trying to be like more understanding of and like not trying to judge people so quickly with the ghost stories, especially because I really saw a guy walking in that documentary. I really saw a guy. Like I can still see it clearly in my head, but there's just nobody else that saw it, and it's not even on a security camera. But I saw it, and other people have seen that same guy, and I did not know that. They didn't tell me anything about this house. Like they didn't tell me anything about the house before I went, and I didn't even get to meet the people. Like when you see me meet Alice on camera, that's the first time I meet her. They made me stay away from everybody, so they could get like first interactions and stuff on camera, and so. I didn't know anything, and I didn't know that people had seen a guy in a white shirt in the backyard, in the house, in the backyard. I did not know that, and I saw a guy in a white shirt and like describing the same. So, but there's just no way. It's just me, and I just have to hope that people believe me when I talk about it, and because I don't want to sound like I'm crazy. I want to be a professional scientist. And, like, that's how, like, I'm trying to approach things, like, but, like, if I had this experience, what could that be? Like, if it is a ghost, and it's not on camera, well, like, you know, that gets you thinking of other ways that you could have experienced it. Like, the whole, like, is something altered in your, like, something altered in your brain from, like, is the ghost, like, just changing, like giving you the signals in your head to see it, and it wasn't actually like physically there, or like it wasn't like projected into the world, but it was just projected into your head, and like you just start to like But anyway, nobody else would like. I just hope people believe me because I have no proof. Like you and your son know it happened, but like, and so I just try to be. I try to be more understanding, like, towards, like, stranger stories and stuff, but, like, definitely towards you guys, I believe you guys. Oh, yeah, and Ruckus, you probably recognize some people in here, and then Tank and Jabba Jab are my friends, IRL, but they now live in Colorado. And Vargas is a friend from my hometown, too, but... You probably fall asleep because my voice is so soothing and angelic. Ooh, gifts are coming your way soon. Yes, Chris loves your walking stick, Gail. Yep, I've heard this. I have heard that he loves this walking stick. So thank you for that, Gail. I have a ghost story. I actually have a couple, but this one... My mom and grandma told me when I was 5 after my grandfather died, they caught me floating over his chair. That's insane. How far off the floor were you, or how far off were you floating? I'm gonna need more detail on this. But yes, so I apologize if I sound like a jerk. It's just weird to talk to an empty room. I appreciate anybody that's here that wants to talk. There has been several families that have rented this place. Lots of energy through here. And then there's been lots of families who have, over the years, had many decades here. Apologize, it's messy. We're still dealing with the flooded basement, and we will clean your house soon. If there's anybody negative here, you must go, because we can't have negativity in this house. Only positive spirits, or neutral. or even if you're just having a bad day, but you're not gonna affect us in any way. Like if you just gotta like stew about something all by yourself somewhere off in the house, that's fine. But no negative spirits. Nobody that affects us negatively. Those people gotta go. Otherwise, everybody else, if you want to come down, you're welcome to come down. And I got the 3 balls on the shelf. One of them's going off. And the other day, that one was going off, and then this one was going off. So if anybody here wants to let us know that they're here, I got this thing really close to my computer because my good camera, you can't, went out again. So you can't see unless it's close to the thing. But if somebody wants to hover over me, I guess, and touch it, and it'll light up different colors. That's really weird. I'm not even gonna tell you. That was weird. Like my face feels like tingly, and I really thought that there was a spotlight over. Like one of our like lights had come on, but then I couldn't get it in my view, and now my face. I could be having a stroke. It's a real concern. Strokes are a real concern for me. I'm worried. That is freaky. Jocelyn is correct. They said I was about a foot off the chair, like I was sitting on his lap, and then when I was done, I hopped off as if I hopped off someone's lap and went outside to play. That's really cool. That's such a beautiful story. And a beautiful memory that people like can tell you about. Yes, it helped him. I emailed him to keep all 3. I sent more to Steve for Steve, Mrs. Steve, and Ruckus. That's so generous of you. Thank you, Gail. It wasn't when I was younger, but nothing about it is a little freaky. Yeah, I mean it's scary because it's weird, but it's beautiful because it's a memory like with your grandpa. Like the only memories I have of my grandpa Leith would be some like a couple of things that would be paranormal. Otherwise, I don't have any actual memories of my grandpa Leith, and so I can think that these weird things that happen are him, and then I do actually have memories of Grandpa Leith, and that makes me feel better. It wasn't when I was younger, but now thinking about it, yeah, okay. Frank, Jinx, Kristen. I can't see the end of that, and I don't know everybody that you guys know. That heart covers lots of conversation. Yeah, Kristen should get theirs tomorrow. Thanks, Gail. That's so sweet. I try to say things well, and then it sounds like I'm being a jerk. I just said that sentence so like weird, but I'm just trying to say things clearly. Like I have my Invisalign, and I'm like trying and it's making some words pronounced like better, like easier to pronounce and stuff like that. But now it's like I overemphasize some things that I don't have to anymore. Like, so if I ever sound like a jerk, I do not mean it, because I love all you guys. You guys are great. This is such a great group, and all you guys are awesome. I just said that's so weird, though. And I noticed that, because, like, they need to widen, like, apparently you're supposed to have space in your mouth. I have, like, a pitched palate thing. And, like, I have a very tiny mouth that's, like, my tongue just takes up everything. And so it's very hard for me to say things sometimes. But now it's getting easier because, like, they're, like, rearranging my mouth. So sometimes I sound like a jerk. I do not mean to sound like a jerk. The only person I would ever sound like a jerk to is the person who left the poo on the floor in Target today, and I almost stepped on it. 90% sure I did not step in that poo. Max better not still be up hearing me talk about making jokes about that stuff anymore. Is Max asleep? Becca and Sam? Blessing to me to see people helped and happy. Gail, you're awesome. You do add so much uh, beauty and kindness and just so much fun and to like the group. You're awesome, and yeah. I hope you're still around to hear that. That sentence came out really weird before, and I sounded a little jerky. I did not mean to. There was one time I was sleeping in the same room as my brother, and when I woke up, I saw a black figure in a room, and it actually started crawling on the bed towards me. I actually felt the pressure. Ooh. I had I lived in a terrible apartment in Madison. Did I ever tell you guys about the terrible apartment in Madison? I lived in one building of this apartment complex. It was lots of hard drugs, the kind where like people stare at you as you walk by and they don't blink, and you're like, now I'm possessed with like a demon kind of feeling, and definitely drug deals out in front, and I just couldn't sleep while I was there. The people that lived above me were so large they broke the floor. They had to go in and like fix the floor, but like the cracking of like the wood floor, like the squeaking of like the boards, like literally like they had to nail the boards back in and stuff like that. I couldn't sleep at night because of them, and like the guy next to me played video games at a certain time, and the people above me woke up like 30 minutes after this guy was always done playing video games, and I was just losing my mind. And so they moved me to this other building away from like the hard drugs, and then it was like when vaping was the first time I ever heard about vaping. This is like 2013. It was like a homemade vape thing, and people lived below me, and it was pot, and it seeped through into my apartment, and it like aggravated like my eyes and my throat, and it smelled like I was doing it in my apartment when I opened the door for the cops who were like called out there but they're like everybody on the first floor was doing something, and so like they couldn't determine which room, like which place these different things were coming from. Like everybody was like smoking and stuff, and so they couldn't like pinpoint certain things that they were called there for, so that nobody got in trouble. But like when they came in out of my door to ask me about what was going on downstairs, like I opened the door and smelled like pot, and it was just like, holy cow, that's from downstairs. Yeah, it is not from my place. And so that place was awful, really negative. The guy that lived below me would be shouting with his friend about how they couldn't find a job because they were felons, and like they were just always yelling about figuring out what they wanted to do to get money. And he got robbed at gunpoint. I don't think it was shot. I think it was just robbed at gunpoint in our parking lot. And the cops actually told me that one night when they came, and yeah, they said he had just been like 2 days earlier been robbed at gunpoint in the parking lot. This place is bad news, and the negativity in this entire apartment complex, the closer you drive to it, like I had to go get a renter certificate for my taxes, and after I lived there, and as I started to drive closer, like it just feels like you're driving into like somewhere you want to get away from. And I just had so many weird things happen there, but all in like this negative. Like I had sleep paralysis stuff. I never had that before in my life. I had it there. I had vivid dreams. I don't have vivid, like I don't remember colors and stuff in my dreams, but man, when I lived at that place, I had such vivid dreams that feel like real memories. And it's not good of like people like, like shooting at me with like the bullet, like clearly I wake up right when the bullet hits me kind of thing, like, and it's like clear as day, like it's a memory, but it was just a dream. But like that's the kind of place that like that place was weird, and it made you like normal stuff became so weird there, and it just felt bad. It felt awful. I'm glad I'm out of there. That place got bad. That place has bad energy. Is Gail still here? I need to know that you know that I think you're awesome. I went on a rant about how weird I sound sometimes. There was one time. Oh yeah. And because of that, even a couple of years ago, I never slept with the door open. It wasn't until Max was born that I started sleeping with the door open. No, not yet. He's a bit bouncy tonight. I wanted to watch your channel. Yeah, I'm glad I survived that place too. Because it wasn't just. Oh, I had the weirdest thing though. So I I had music in my car once. And like I've definitely like when I've been really tired and really stressed a couple times I've had auditory like I've like was able to control like I was able to hear sound really easy. I don't know, like I started to I realized like I could really when I was really tired and stressed and I was like making something in the microwave, I realized I could start writing a orchestra music, and I started like I like almost like I could really hear the instruments and stuff. It was like crazy, and so I'm definitely like I had something close like a auditory hallucination kind of thing like that. This was different. When I lived at that one apartment, like, cause I was at a different place, that was great. But I heard like music in my car when I was like driving out of that place, and it was just so weird because it was like it sounded like it was coming from my back seat, but it wasn't. And then I was like, and it wasn't coming from outside. It was just so weird. Like, and it was definitely coming from inside my car as I drove. It like stayed, but then it like dissipated after I left the property. It was just so weird. And it sounded like I can't really. I feel like there was a trumpet involved, but I also feel like it wasn't like something like I would have heard in the '90s. I don't know. I'll have to think back to exactly what I heard. That was weird because that was like it could be an auditory hallucination because like it's normal. Like everybody has auditory hallucinations in their lifetime. I know somebody who swears they heard me talking in their house, and other like and I like was told about this, and these people were worried, just like because of just the health circumstance of the person who heard it. And I said like this is normal, like it's not normal, but like if you only have this happen once, and if you only have like an auditory hallucination happen once, and it could just be the circumstances at that time. So, and it's not like means anything larger. And it didn't happen again. Person was okay for a while after that. And yeah, just everybody will experience like an auditory hallucination like at least once in their life or something, you know. So why did I start talking about that? Let's see. Is there anything anybody said that would remind me why I started talking about that? Oh yeah, just that place was weird, and so I heard like music, and that was a weird one. Hearing the music in my car as I was leaving, like pulling out in the parking lot and heading out to like go to work or whatever. That was weird. Oh, my dad and I heard a telephone ringing, like a old time telephone ring. We were sitting in his truck. We were at this intersection up by St. Mary. It was kind of like by St. Mary's in Burlington, but like it's like a funky intersection. It's like a triangle intersection or like a weird T intersection. And there's no houses like super close by. We shouldn't be hearing a phone ringing. My dad thought it like might be my cell phone or something. I said it's not my cell phone. There's nobody else's cell phone. Like I don't think my dad even had a cell phone at the time, or maybe he just got his, but it wasn't his phone. It wasn't either of our phones. It was coming from between us in the car. It was coming from between us in the truck, and it was an old timey phone. And it rang for a while, and then it stopped. And my dad and I are still like, what was that even about? Thanks, we had to find out that in the basement they were actually people were spending were people were doing what in that building, Sam? Oh, we're worshiping the devil in that building. Not in Kenosha. Wait, was that yeah. Um um Yeah, when you get a whole bunch of people that are living in the same place, sometimes you're just gonna get some bad apples. You lost your internet, Gail? Thank goodness you're back. I thought you were mad at me because my words sometimes sound funny. I wasn't sure what kind of emotion I was relaying, but we all love you and appreciate you. And you are awesome. And everybody that says things, everybody in this group is awesome. And yeah, and we appreciate the support to all these channels. So thank you. I just sound so weird sometimes when I talk. I don't mean to. I don't know how to make myself normal. Spirits, make the bulbs go off if I will someday be normal. Spirits. But even that sounds like jerky. Like, if I was a spirit in my house, I would not come down and talk to me. If I was a spirit in my house, I'd be like, that lady always sounds like she's kind of a pretentious jerk. I don't mean to. Everybody has critiques of themselves, though. I gotta get over it. What did I ask them before? Can somebody make one of those balls go off, please, again? There's one over here. Is this on? Yeah, that one's still on. And this one didn't go off tonight yet. Oh, that one's harder. And then that one was going off. Can you guys still see the other one? Yeah, I think so. So, why is our outdoor lights still on? Is it 2 hours past sunset?
Maybe a raccoon.
There better not be a raccoon back there. I've had to redo. I've been trying to make this little water feature. It was initially for the ducks. The ducks have been gone since the cicadas have been here. Mr. and Mrs. Ducky would be so mad at their sons right now if they knew that their sons were not visiting me. Mr. and Mrs. Ducky brought their sons this year, and their sons were hanging out for a little bit, and then they disappeared, probably to find ladies. I don't know, whatever. Apparently, I'm not important anymore. But the bunnies in our yard, I named Nibbles. There's a couple of them. They're all Nibbles, and Nibbles loves me, and Nibbles has decided that she will eat the food I was putting out for the ducks. And so now it's not Little Ducky Creek, because I was creating the creek for the ducks. It's not for the ducks anymore. It's for Nibbles, the bunny. And they will just have to earn my love again, the ducks, when they come back. Yeah, I'm a little mad about the ducks right now. They do not understand how rude they are. But Nibbles, the bunny, is probably out there actually right now. Did I show my butt in spandex again in front of everybody? I was told not to eat in front of everybody and not to show my feet. Nobody ever told me, watch out, don't stand in front of that camera in your spandex. Maybe they want me to sound weirder? It wasn't in Kenosha, it was in Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. Oh yeah, that's right. This was before we moved into Wisconsin. I keep forgetting that you're from Illinois. It just seems so nice and lovable. Dang, Sam, that sounds some crazy stuff. Sounds like you could have read a couple episodes of the Netflix show Evil. Oh, I've never watched that one. Um, they could give you a call, you wouldn't mind. It takes a whole lot for me to choose anger. That's good. That's good. I never want to make you angry. I don't want to make any of you guys angry. I need you. Oh my god, don't leave me. That's only the tip of the iceberg with me and the paranormal. Yeah, you guys have some stories. Well, I mean, you married a woman that is probably who's something. Becca is something. Can it really be labeled? Nibbles is cute. I've sent Di pictures of Nibbles. Thank you. It is a cute name for cute bunnies. There's two of them. Oh my gosh, the one night they were like hopping like up and down at each other, and then like they would hop like really high around each other, and I was like, I want to have more Nibbles. Max says good night. Good night, Max. Sleep tight. And dream of hilarious poop jokes. But don't step in any in your dreams. Because I'm 90% sure I did not step in poop at Target today. The nerve, yes. Did this ever go up? Oh, I never put my phone thing on. Cause I thought I put my phone to the left of me. It was to the front of me. And yeah, this. Well, I'm not receiving a message. So anyway, yeah, I'll put that like away from all my electronics once so you guys can see things easier. Oh wait, this reminds me because it opened up to my security stuff. There's other orbs than this one that like if you zoom in totally has like a face. I have a really good orb picture with my grandma too. Oh wait, that might. Anyway. Oh wait, was that it up in the upper right for a second too? What just happened in the upper right? Did it freeze again? Oh no, it didn't. I thought I saw something in the upper right for a second. Nope, I lied. Oh, I'm seeing the delay. I got my channel up on the TV. Nothing is happening. Why can't I move my mouse a little more? There we go. Hey, what's going on right there in the middle? Wait. So like right here, it gets distorted, doesn't it? Let me show you what I mean. No, never mind. I lied. No, it does, like right there, right? Like it looks like something moves. That's not a person, is it? Is that a shadow? Oh my god, that X scared me when I got too close to the top. Probably not a shadow. But it like, something happens on the side of my thing, but it could just be like the camera. Oh, there's like a little Orby up there. You guys see that on the phone? I lost it. There it is. I'm trying to see if you guys can actually see that on the... Yeah, you can. Don't tell me you can't. You can. I know you guys wouldn't lie to me. It just looks like something weird is going on up there. But, I mean, yeah, and then there's the other orb thing. Comes out like almost the same place. But it comes out of my shelf. What is in that shelf? Do I still have it? What do I have on that shelf? Because that shelf did have some of my grandma's stuff on it. But then I moved it because of the tornado warning. And then I moved everything else that seemed important because and I thought the mouse was going to poop on everything and chew everything up and ruin all my memories. And so that's why the closet looks like hell. Well, that's like a closet. That's like it's actually like a piece of the closet. One of the hanging things you hang the hangers on. It wasn't as crazy as it sounds, the whole situation, but these better be the ghosts of the mice that were in my closet. But oh my god, doesn't it look like there's two eyes right there looking at a radiator right now? Oh yeah, if anybody sees the mouse in here, let me know. I shouldn't have anything embarrassing in my closet. And there's another orb that like comes up from the floor on the left side. I don't know. Not sold on that one. I don't know what else it would be. Like we don't have the air on. We didn't have the air on or the windows open. We did have the ceiling fan in the bedroom, but that was running the entire day and night. Oh, there was another. Oh yeah, what's that? Like just up in that air, up in like this area, just like the video just gets funky every once in a while, but I don't know if that means anything. Probably means a person standing there. Our light is still on outside. It should be off by now. Better not be raccoons in Nibbles Creek. Yeah, because Nibbles Creek is not done yet because the raccoons keep ripping it up. I'm never gonna name anything after the raccoons. They don't deserve it. It's like the mice don't deserve anything. Yeah, see, there's that like that one shelf just gets funny, but that's probably just like the camera and the lighting. I want to know more about that kind of thing. I think that would really help me determine which orbs are, you know, cool. There's some people that know that stuff pretty well. Watch again. Yeah, I'm good. Do you guys like my orb? Or my couple orbs? I know what's on that shelf right now. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something there that's got a memory to something. I just can't think of what's up there. I'll get back to you guys on that. You need to try to sleep. I'm sure your angelic voice will help. Let me sing to you. Die. Here is a song for you. Good night. Something just made a sound to my right. Sound like somebody clicked an off button on something. You just got an Amber Alert? Uh-oh. Wait, where are you again? I didn't see any tornado warning stuff. You're not in Texas, right? I thought you were in Iowa. Or is your friend in Iowa and you're in Texas? I got really confused. And I hope your friend is doing okay. I hate to hear an Amber Alert saying prayers for this. Oh, I remember, Zach, do you remember when Zach and I went to see Gene Kranz talk? Because I wanted to, because Gene Kranz is my hero. And if you ever had a childhood hero and you meet them, like you always hear the stories of it's like a letdown to meet their childhood hero and he was just terrible or whatever. Gene Kranz is the absolute opposite of that. Meeting Gene Kranz was the coolest thing ever. He was great. If I already didn't like have like grandpa, like a mom's dad and a dad's dad who were awesome, I would have wanted to adopt Gene Kranz as my grandfather. He was awesome. But when we went to Gene Kranz, right before Gene Kranz came out, everybody's phones in Kansas City went off with an Amber Alert. And then didn't they cancel the Amber Alert like right after he came out on stage? I think I remember that. Everybody, like, when everybody started like piling into the auditorium or the lecture hall, like the Amber Alert went off, and then it was canceled like right when he got on, like right when he started talking. At least 2 Amber Alerts last month. We've had, I think did we have one in Wisconsin or did we have one here recently? We had like 2 or 3 like a day, like in a row, like for like 2 or 3 days at one time. And it was, one of them was stranger abduction because the person stole the car the kid was sitting in, and they dropped the car off like several blocks away. Like they parked the car and left. They were like, we ain't doing like I didn't sign up to steal a kid. I signed up to steal a car, kind of thing. But like how effing dumb. Same so far we've had, yeah. Oh, Denton, Texas. Okay, yeah, because the orbs do look pretty decent. Thanks. You guys had the worst storm in 112 years. Like, recently or today? Like, because Texas has had some terrible storms. I showed a video the other night of the women who were that's Valley Springs that had a tornado go over the interstate. Then they were like sitting in the car, and Brenda, like I was like it's only like I feel like it's like I was thinking about this after like I showed the video because we were like all kind of like this lady that was driving was like shouting at Brenda for like advice on what to do and stuff, and like you only hear Brenda once at the beginning of this video, and it's just like since they're okay at the end, it's like it's kind of funny that like Brenda went quiet, like Brenda wasn't a great source of advice during the whole thing. But I probably shouldn't make fun of her because she just went through a tornado, you know. Yeah, Brenda. Zach! The mouse is in the closet! The mouse is in the closet! 5 minutes ago, the mouse was in the closet! Blah, blah! I got the camera alert.
Oh, excellent.
Where'd it go?
Hopefully it went in the thing.
I don't think it did. No, it ran out of the closet towards the bedroom.
Okay, well.
But it didn't. Oh, I don't have the other camera up there, so I can't even tell you where it went. See? Oh, you guys can't see. Let me show you. Oh, I don't want this to be in my... It must have come from the radiator. Oh, I'll just put that on some other time you guys can't see that. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, you guys can, okay. There he is. We've never had a mouse, and that was part of the house. It's only been in the attic and a couple in the basement. Why did he come from over there? There's nothing over there to come from. He must have come from the radiator. I don't want that. Okay, I take it back. Blink is okay because like the freaking it actually went off for the mouse. told you I saw the mouse. I did not make that up. Okay. Aw, he's getting sleepy. Aww. I will play your video in a little bit. But aw, Max is such a sweetie. Look at is it okay if I show the one picture of him of Max? He's all sleepy. Yeah, I hate mice in the house. I've never had mice in a house before, but we bought the house and it had like mice in the attic. I think this is just a rogue mouse, and he's figured out a way down here. Because like the problem with we have a quarterly pest guy coming. He actually, like right above my closet, basically is like where he like focuses some of the traps. Recently tornadoes, massive floods. Oh yeah, that's right. 650,000 outages, 7,500 came from out of state to help get power on. It's just been so much. And isn't it really warm there too? I had high hopes when my cat caught one recently, but she just played with it and it ran off. I was like, kill that sucker, Miss Millie. But she didn't listen. You go ahead, you can show the picture. Aw, this is little man. Sometime I'll show a nice family photo you get. I mean, all the pictures are so cute, but I'm having a hard time showing them on here. So we'll do this one tonight. That's man. He likes poop jokes. And yeah, sometime I'll load a couple on of us and stuff so everybody can see what you guys look like. Those are such cute pictures. Did you kill it with fire?
Nah, I couldn't see it. You know,
We should lift up that radiator cover and see if there's a hole there. He came from like what looked like the shelf on the right in the picture. He like came from down there. Oh my god, he touched my clothes. Ugh. Kill it. It touched my things. That. Well, I might go try to find that mouse. We got rid of the one we had, thank God. But I really don't want not live traps because I don't want it to fling mouse liquids and things onto all my stuff in my closet. Okay, I'm gonna go see a man about a mouse in my closet. The man is my husband. I'm gonna go see a man. Wouldn't that be cute? It would be so great. Like I was talking to somebody about like cicadas wouldn't be so terrible if all the cicadas looked like little like lambs, like or like little puffy sheep flying around. Like it'd be like, oh my god, the cicadas are coming back, yay, they're so cute. But nobody says that because they're disgusting. And like if like the chipmunks I don't want in my house and they like put peanuts, they got into the peanuts and they put peanuts everywhere. Like all my plants had peanuts in them and peanuts started growing. And they dug into all my plants. But like chipmunks are kind of cute though. So like I mean it sucked, but it wasn't gross. I just find the little faces and their little eyeballs. But I guess like the chipmunks have little eyeballs too. But like, I've just been conditioned to hate mice, and I will continue. I don't want those because I don't want you to smash mouse all over my things with a little tiny bar that's just gonna slice mouse. And it's gonna get on all my stuff, and then it's gonna get on my wedding dress that's in the corner, and then I'm all gonna be like, is this like some sort of weird omen? And then you want me talking like that for the next couple of months? We should look in that corner though. Okay, I'm gonna go. I put out poison in the area that can't get to and haven't seen anymore. Yeah, I mean we have. Oh my god, I thought I saw one by my foot. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, I mean we do have the poison up in the attic and in other areas like the crawl space and stuff. If we can't get him tonight, we're gonna have to call the quarterly guy to come and. He has the little poison boxes where like they crawl into, and then you don't have to worry about seeing them anymore. And then they also don't like have anything snap down on them and spray mouse all over the place. I just find like that those kinds of mouse traps are not just gross, and like my closet would never feel clean again, but that makes me feel bad. But I want him out of my house. So if it comes to it, like, if he's not gonna use live traps, I mean it's his fault then, and he'll like, we are willing to take him out here alive. Get a ferret. Call mom, my friend. Kyle had about 3 ferrets, and they never had a mouse problem until the ferrets passed away because no mice or rats could stand the smell of the ferret. Do I want the responsibility of a ferret just to get rid of the mice? I think I'm gonna wait and we'll just get a cat after I'm done being pregnant. True, they can ruin so much and they are nasty, yes. Yeah, I was so worried that they were gonna like start destroying like some of my precious memories in there. So like I took a whole bunch of stuff out. That's the reason it looks like I took a lot of things out really hastily. Alright, well I'm gonna go up. Thank you all for coming. If anybody wants to indicate anything with one of the balls on the shelf before we leave, maybe just say you're still here, or good night. I think we're done with the balls for tonight. Are we? Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping by, and I will eventually get to my lives on time. I promise. So, one time when we were on vacation for a week, they took over my pantry, and it was a mess to clean up. Well, I was worried about what they do. Like, there's no food in the closet. Well, there's probably in an old travel bag somewhere. There's probably something. They'll find it. Yep. Good night, everybody, and thank you for coming and thank you for modding. Die and Copper Horse, and thank you, Jocelyn, for coming while you're and showing up and talking. I know you got work tonight, and Gail, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all that all the ways you've been supporting other channels and my channel. And you found a trick to get rid of that hearth in the corner of chat. Oh, you did? If I have a baby, I'll babysit and be your nanny. Hey, that'd be cool. Yeah, good night, Becca and Sam and Max, who's already in bed now. And Don went to sleep, good night. And Di, night night. And yeah, and Jocelyn, Gail, let's see. And Vargas was here for a second, good night. And Ruckus was here, and so was that paranormal group. Paranormal group showed up and said hi. I like them because that's like the second time they showed up. Can't find their names right now. Black Widow was really cool to have show up, and yeah, Copper Horse. Let's see. Yeah. So thank you, Copper Horse and Die, for modding, and yeah, thank you everybody. I hope I didn't forget anybody. In the chat box, go to the 3 dots and click the reactions to awe. Oh man, sweet. Thanks, Jocelyn. Yay, it worked. Trying to move back within maybe a couple of years. That'd be awesome. And thank you, Jocelyn. Yay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night.